To the Asmodee UK team for putting this together. A round of applause for them. For those of you who do not know me yet, my name is Wesley Morey. I am FFG's brand ambassador, and I have the privilege of sharing exclusive spoilers and what's coming next for Star Wars Unlimited. This is great. Who here is totally in? They're in Star Wars Unlimited. Who plays? Lovely. Who has never played Star Wars Unlimited ever? Perfect, because guess what? We have something for both of you. Okay, both of those camps, we are ready to go. So, since the release of Spark of Rebellion, Star Wars Unlimited has continued to grow through new sets, new mechanics, and new ways for players to engage with the Star Wars galaxy. As this game, of course, continues to expand, one of our biggest goals has been finding ways to make Star Wars Unlimited even more approachable for new players without sacrificing the experience existing players love. So you can see some of our iconic cards here from our Lawless Time set, our Secrets of Power set, our Legends of the Force set, our Jump to Lightseed set. It's really great just seeing the partnership with Star Wars and Star Wars Unlimited. So, what is this presentation about? Today, we are, for the first time globally, talking about Star Wars Unlimited icons. Now, you are all having the opportunity to capture content here. Truly, you are the only people in the world with this information. We will be posting our first look article tomorrow morning at 4 a.m. back home in the US at 10 a.m. here. So feel free, post this content tonight. You have an exclusive scoop. We want to get some grassroots marketing going, so feel free, post this as you go. So this is releasing November 20th, 2026, and Icons represents a brand new product experience built around some of the most iconic characters and moments in Star Wars history. Let's check it out. What is Icons? Icons is a brand new mini set built around fan favorite characters, straightforward mechanics, and accessible gameplay experiences. So the Icons title is of course inspired by the iconic characters and moments featured in this mini set from familiar moments within the Star Wars galaxy. This of course makes Icons a perfect jumping-in point for maybe fans of Star Wars who have not played Star Wars Unlimited, and it also allows returning players who maybe fell in love with the game before but haven't been keeping up to jump back into the fandom. So, why Icons? Did my clicker stop working? Oh, how exciting. Woo, Jack is gonna help. Can you just push the neck? Oh, there it goes. There we go, we got it, okay. Why Icons? Last year, we released Intro Battle Hoth, which focused on new player acquisition, similarly to Icons, but Icons will build on that foundation while offering a gameplay experience with competitive power levels that will be comparable to a standard set release. So the set features 194 cards total, compared to a typical 250 plus card pool in a regular set, which creates more curated experiences, but also a more approachable experience for players. It also will bring brand new rare and legendary cards, which will help drive collectability and chase. So this product has been specifically designed to focus on step-by-step deck building, collection growth, and also accessible play experiences. So, to give more insight into the development and design philosophy behind Icons, I'd like to introduce Danny Schaefer, our senior design lead for TCG's here.
Hi, everyone.
There he is, there's that guy. Okay, so, Danny, for those, oh wait, I have a beautiful picture of you, look. Flannel. You love the flannel, huh? So, for those who don't know what a senior design lead does, can you tell us a little bit about your job?
Yeah, so I am one of the original designers of Star Wars Unlimited, working on the very first sets that we developed. And nowadays what it means is that I lead a great team of many designers and developers and kind of guide the vision of the game line from set to set and make sure that we're sticking with what makes Unlimited great.
Okay, you're the guy to ask. So can you tell us what can we expect inside an the Icon set?
Sure, you're gonna find a lot of what you would see in a normal set, starting of course with leaders. There are gonna be 8 brand new leaders in Icons, in the aspect pairings as you'd expect. Additionally, there's gonna be cards of different rarities. All of the commons and many of the uncommons are gonna be reprints from earlier sets of the game's life. These are kind of fundamental building block cards that are going to teach new players what each of the aspects do, what to expect from gameplay, but also some cards that may have rotated out with Lawless Time that we're going to bring back into the Premier format and give them maybe some new life. As you can see up there, we also have new art for some of the reprints. So there's Grogu and Savage with brand new art. And then as Wes mentioned, all of the rare and legendary cards, as well as some of the uncommons, are going to be brand new designs, brand new cards you've never seen before. And at a power level comparable to a normal set. And the cool thing is that every rare and legendary in the set is a unique unit. So every pack you open, you get to your rare slot, you're going to see one of those iconic Star Wars characters that as Star Wars fans you know and love.
And these cards are Premier legal, correct?
Yes, everything in the set is Premier legal on the same rotation schedule as the other sets for the year, as Lawless Time, Ashes of the Empire, and Homeworlds.
All right, so we also have one new product we actually have a couple new products that are coming with Icon. So we are releasing, that is not the slide I want, this one. So we are releasing a 4-pack of Icons booster packs. So each individual booster will have 4 different packs in one. They'll cost a little bit less than buying an individual pack, and then they're cheaper and easier than buying for a whole display. All right, so the other new product we have in this is, I swear to goodness. Okay, here we go. There we go. All right, nope, shenanigans. There we go. Okay, Icon Starter Box. So this is the other new product that we have coming with Icons. What can you tell us about the Icon Starter Box?
Yeah, so this is a starter product, 2 players, that kind of draws inspiration from Intro Battle Hoth and also from the original 2-player starters that came out with Spark of Rebellion, but also evolves that experience a bit. So it's going to start with 2 pre-built 30-card decks to teach people the very basics of the mechanics. And then you're going to play a series of games where between each game you're going to have these little maybe 10-card deck building packs of new cards to add to the deck that are also going to teach you new mechanics, teach you what aspects are, teach you about new card types or new keywords. And so it's this really cool experience where you're learning the game as you go, but also if you've never played a trading card game before, you're learning what a TCG is. You're learning, oh, I get to add new cards to my deck, I get to customize, I get to get more powerful effects as I go, and so I think it's really going to be great for those Star Wars fans who have not seen Unlimited yet. And then at the very end there, you're going to have also 2 Icons booster packs to really get that pack cracking experience where you get your rare cards or your foils or whatever and really get excited about the game.
Yeah, we know that that's really what gets people addicted to trading card games is the act of cracking packs. So we're excited to have that included in our starter box experience. So you can see here on the box we have Darth Vader and Princess Leia. What can you tell us about these 2 leaders that are featured in the 2-player starter?
Yeah, so of course we have 2 of the most iconic characters in the Star Wars galaxy. Princess Leia, we've got a cunning heroism leader with an ability that kind of can shape your hand, but also set up some really cool combos. So she's going to draw cards and then put them back on the top or bottom of your deck. And they're going to be cards that care about what's on top of your deck, kind of teaching new players, oh, there's more than meets the eye with some of these effects. And then the other side, you have Darth Vader, who's a very imposing late-game control leader, willing to throw away his units to protect the base and draw cards. And similar to Leia, there are going to be units there that you want to defeat, with good when defeated. So again, teach new players about some of the synergies, but also appeal to the existing players who expect that stuff out of a TCG.
I'm excited to see people that are very experienced buy the starter box and then just like rip it up and be like, I'm going hard. I'm going hard with Vader, I'm going hard with Princess Leia. They're great leader units. Okay, so this is what we all want. We're influencers. Of course, this is a special presentation, which means we have to give you some exclusive card spoilers, yeah? So we're gonna walk through, that's what we like to hear. We are gonna walk through some of the new rare and legendary cards coming in Icons. So let's see. What can you tell us about these two rare cards, Danny?
Yeah, starting with a couple rares and a couple iconic characters, as you'd expect. So we've got Darth Sidious, Vigilance Villainy unit that has Restore, and also has this really cool ability that whenever you heal damage from your base, you get to deal that much damage to an enemy unit. So obviously, works with himself, works when he attacks, you restore and then get to target an enemy. But especially good if you build your deck around it, if you, say, have a leader who's 7 deploy, and when that leader attacks, it heals your base. You can get some extra value the very turn you play Sidious. And then the other side, we have Lando, and players who have played for a while will immediately notice 2 cunning aspect icons in that cost. I know that with Lawless Time coming in and with the first year rotating out, we've had more of a focus on multi-aspect cards, not as much on the double aspect cards, but Icons is bringing some back and some really powerful and exciting effects. Lando here is going to pick up some of your resources that you already put face down and swap them with cards in your hand, which is honestly one of the things that when new players play the game, they most want. They put down some resources early and then 3 rounds later they say, I really wish I could have that card back, and play Lando.
Now, I know for a fact that this next slide is the one you're probably most excited to talk about. So these are legendary cards that we are going to spoil for you.
So this Anakin is probably my favorite card design in Icons, partially because it's a design idea that I had before Spark of Rebellion was even designed. I was like, someday we have to do an Anakin that does the Anakin becomes Darth Vader thing. And finally, Icons was a chance to do it. So when defeated, he's going to search your deck for a card named Darth Vader. And as long as Anakin's in your discard pile, you can ignore the aspect icons on Darth Vader cards. So really, yeah, super exciting. Changes the way you build your deck, changes what's possible in the game. I think this is the perfect example of what these rare and legendary cards in Icons can be. Just using core mechanics, but in a new way that's really thematic and really fun and really powerful.
Can we get a round of applause for Danny, everyone? Danny and the whole design team is working so hard on this. We are so excited. We really feel